Hi, it's Saturday. I am attempting to do this video without crying or screaming. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Not hurt or anything like that. I took my van in for a tune-up because I'm going to drive to Alberta at the end of next month, and obviously I want it to run well. Yeah, that tune-up ended up almost 9 hours in the shop, and thank goodness it wasn't the 18 or 1900 price tag that was estimated at the beginning. It ended up coming down to 1600 and something. Still ouchies, and a huge dent in what savings I once upon a time had. So good thing I had the money, and I'm going to work extra hard to keep up with keeping savings there. And I have to look at it that when I was looking at getting Bambi fixed, it would have cost me a lot more and a lot more often. So touch wood that I look after this one and I give her regular tune-ups and everything. It's not going to be like that every time. I took it to Canadian Tire because I've been to them a couple times and they've been great. I've got like 3, so I'm not complaining, I'm just saying they give you details, and they sat through and went through it with me. 3 and a bit pages full of stuff. And if I had the guts to call the people that sold it to me, I would give them a mouthful, and I don't want to be that kind of person anyway. So I'm too scared to call, because I'll either cry and nothing will get done, or I'll yell and scream and nothing will get done. So I just don't do anything. But I am making a promise to myself that I am never purchasing a vehicle by myself again. It's like, she's all fixed up. There is just something that needs fixing that only the dealer or a transmission something or other place can do. So I've got to do that before I head off. There's apparently a small leak in something or other. I know I've got a few guy friends that are, oil heads. Will probably want more detail, so I'll make sure I have this handy for when I jump online, if Mummy and Clyde are on live, and I'll probably get told off, although it is a newer car, and they usually work with the older ones. But I did notice a difference in just driving her. I wasn't sure if she was driving a little weird, because I went from a big, bulky, hard to drive old van to this, but it still was like, I'm not sure if it kind of feels right. And big difference, and things are working. I've got the windscreen wiper fluid stuff. Apparently they weren't even attached, or one was barely attached. They were all brittle, so they fixed that up. Apparently there are a few light bulbs, probably why my lights weren't all that bright at night. Like, the car's turned off, and now I can, well, maybe I've got longer time to adjust windows and stuff now. So, I'm excited about the little things that I know are different. But yeah, big list, big price tag. That's on me for not... I guess I assume that being at a dealership that it would have been checked, and I've got to go through my paperwork, because they did ask if it had been rebuilt at any time. They said they're not saying that they have, but there's a few things that look like it possibly could be a rebuild. Now, I do remember them saying that this has never been in an accident, but that doesn't mean that, yeah. So I got to grab my paperwork and just have a look if there's just something I missed because there was so much paperwork. Promise to never go shopping for a vehicle by myself. Or at least not, no, I still need someone to stand with me that, one, knows something about cars and doesn't take any bull, and two, is good at bargaining. Anyway, that's my little spiel for now. I actually feel better having it all said out loud. I've got a whopping headache. Thank goodness I know where my painkillers are. I've had a trouble finding stuff. I'm kind of happy with my setup now. Now I just need to find little things that I do need often to be accessible instead of pulling stuff out. So I am at a safe spot, at my internet spot, and way early, but I don't care. I'm going to just cover everything up and sit in the back and just rock myself a little bit while I adjust to the shock. But I'm glad I got it done. So she should run good from now on, touch wood, and I just need to look after her, keep putting money aside in case anything big and disastrous happens again. And yeah, I need to calculate how much I need to get to Alberta and back, because that's going to be pretty tight now. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to get there. Okay, I went on again. Sorry. Take care. Bye-bye. Hi again. I just thought I would update you. I pulled out my paperwork. There's no mentions of any accidents or any issues, but there also isn't any paperwork on maintenance history or anything like that. My fault. I should have asked for that. But I had a look at my transfer papers, and there's information, there's certain things you have to tick off if it was a certain kind of vehicle. My Bella Blue was a rental. So I'm just assuming that, I'm having a wild guess that the rental company probably had their own mechanic or connection to a mechanic that did the repairs, which made today's mechanic think that it had been rebuilt. So it's possibly it has. And I hate to think that I work in the insurance business. That was a bit close. And I can't say stuff, but there's shoddy things out there, and I got a horrible feeling that maybe she was in an accident and got rebuilt, but it wasn't reported. I'm not saying it happened, but that's just a thought that flashed through my mind. So, but I did ask today that all the work that's done, I said, does everything else look fine? Because they had plenty of time to look at it, and they drove her and test drove her and tested everything, and they went into huge detail. So I'll be keeping hold of that, so when I keep up to date with her, they'll know what's been worked on and what problems there have been. So the price was it was just a lot of little things, and there was a radiator. I had to get a new radiator, so that was the big thing. And then the rest adding up was a lot of little things, and then having to pay for the time to do it. So like the windscreen wiper nozzles and light bulbs and just lots of random little things that I'm glad I did, apart from the windscreen sprayers, which I tried to use, it did not work. So that's the only thing I really noticed. But now that things are done, there's more lights going on, and yeah, so it's good that I got this done now. Like, it's good that the timing happened, that, I'm planning on going for a trip, so I'm doing the right thing and getting it checked out before I take off. So the steps that I have made and the timing has been good for me, in the fact that if I tried to drive her like she was, it could have broken down in the middle of nowhere and cost me a lot more. So there's that. And now I have knowledge of what to look out for, what to ask for. So if you're looking to buy a vehicle, especially secondhand, even if it's from a reputable dealership, I'm just assuming that because their car lot was so full where I brought Bella, that they were just trying to sell their vehicles to make room, because there was no room there. So they may not have done a check on all of them. They might have test drove it and like, oh, it runs, doesn't seem to have any issues. But that's totally on me for not asking all the right questions. I asked as many as I could think of in the flustered state that I was in, but I'm not very good with people in that respect. And salespeople, they can talk, right? And he was nice. He didn't have that creepy salesperson vibe. He had the nice salesperson vibe, which sometimes can be worse. Like I said, I don't know. It might not have been him at all, because someone else in the company on the car lot could have said, yep, that one's good to go, and, whatever. I don't know. I can't blame anyone but myself, because I didn't ask the questions. So if you are looking to buy a second-hand vehicle, ask questions. And if you're not comfortable asking questions, take someone with you to ask questions. I will, in the future, be taking someone with me, possibly 2 people, unless the skills that I'm looking for are in the one person. And the 2 skills are all the right mechanical questions to ask about buying a car, and the bargaining skills to lower the price. That's my tip of the day. So now that I've had about an hour to calm down and whatnot, read that. I was angry, but there's no point in being angry. I was upset with myself. I was upset with the dealer, but I've let it go. I'm just sharing my experience with you, so hopefully you won't do that either. Excuse me. Okay, I'm still a little... my brain's calmed down a bit. The body's got to catch up. Grumbling and everything. So I'm going to relax. I did get some stuff done today. I even wrote another blog post on my new blog. It's vandwellingsoul.com. I think I'm slowly changing the links in all my videos. So if you want to read stuff instead of look at my mug, go ahead. I'm trying to do more informative stuff there. As you can see, I'm not good with words on the spot, so at least when I write a blog, I've got plenty of time to get it somewhat right. I'm still not a perfect writer by any means, but if you would prefer to follow adventures and get advice that way, there's only a few blogs postings up at the moment anyway, but you might find it interesting. I'm dribbling again. I'm gonna go and relax, take care, travel safely.